Hello. It is time, folks. I cannot believe we've already arrived in the month of August, the year of 2022, during Women's History Month of all months. It is the 100th Kahoot. Look at this. By Captain Blitz, one question from each of the previous Kahoots. Well, I guess it would be 99 questions from the previous Kahoots, and then one question that's original. Captain Blitz actually edited this Kahoot to include the last three Kahoots, which we did on Tuesday. Right? Yeah, today's Friday. A weird oddball Friday stream. Yes, thank you, Chernobog. What's going on, Water? Also, Ventus the Diagram, thank you for the 14 months there, the streak. And Starivia, thank you for the follow there. Reminds me of the Pokemon Staravia. Speaking of which, I did complete new Pokemon Snap yesterday. It was good fun. There's still some like extra stuff I can do, but I reached the credits, you know. Yeah, the pit is a weird four numbers, which is bizarre. Also, Captain Blitz said that they used Memories in Pieces as the song. Great. You know what? Maybe if I change the 100th trivia thing. I think having Kahoot in the title really attracts the bots. So let's try this. And if I have to ban the hellos, I'll ban the hellos. Oh, it is Starivia, the Pokemon, but I misspelled it when I was 9. I love when that's the origin story for a username. That's great. But yes, Captain Blitz was like, I'm using Memories in Pieces because my memories were in pieces by the time I was done making this. I liked it because we were getting bots that said hello in the name. They were all repeat names. So, you know, we'll give this a little bit. Like I said, it's a weird Friday stream, so I don't anticipate that we'll be, you know, packed to capacity. Oh, I just wanted to lower that a bit. The song might be over. Does it loop? I don't know if it does. It does, okay. Sordon and Goofy are looking at each other right now, and then they run Riku's long hair. Anyway, my username used to be was to be an edgy freshman in high school. Interesting. Oh, Got was the username back in high school. That's always fun. Regular Pat started when I was an edgy 22-year-old. Now I'm an edgy 25-year-old. So, speaking of which, 3 years of regular Pat at the end of the month. That's weird. 18 months is enough for 2 babies. And those babies are sore in bed because they're kind of dumb. Thanks for the 18 months, Frosty. What the fuck? That's crazy. I thought we were still on 17. That's fucking bonkers, dude. What the heck? Thank you so much, Frosty. Whew. But yeah, 3 years. It'll be August 31st. I'm not gonna do like a video about it. I don't really have any revelatory things to say that would you know, not be repetitive at this point. I've, you know, had a great year again so far. What's up, Allie? So, you know, I'm just very grateful and happy to have made it this far, and I'm excited to keep going, you know. For the record, the next 2 videos are going to be... The next video is going to be a comparison of the KH1 novel to the game. And kind of like a review in the beginning part, I think. And then this next video will be part 3 of the World Watch. I kind of wanted to break it up a bit as to not burn myself out on that. The 100th Shiver Burn. Pizza's here. We'll start at 6:10. We always give it like 10 minutes. There you go. Also, we have a hype train. That's crazy. We could just do like, what is the 31st this year? What is that? 31st is a Wednesday, so it's not typically a day I stream. Maybe we'll do something anyway. Who knows? Hey, Bro Tay-Tots, one of the OGs, really. 16 months for Bro Tay-Tots. Thank you so much. I know Bro Tay-Tots was here like during FF7 Remake, so that was one of my earliest games. Manga Part 2. You know, if Shane and Sam and anybody else who helped write the questions, Kino, David, Squires, if they wanted to redo or, you know, do a follow-up to the manga game show, I would love to do that. Why not? The subscription is old enough to drive. Yeah, as long as you're allowed to drive when you're 16 months old. Yo, Pac-Man World, speaking of which, speaking of the end of August, I'm definitely playing that when Repack comes out. That's going to be on a Friday. I don't know if I'll stream that day or that Saturday or what, but I definitely want to stream Repack like within the week that it comes out. My first video game ever. It's in my top 20, and it's getting a remake, and I'm psyched to do it. I'm psyched to play that. Same day as Dark Road finale. Is it? Ooh, if it is, then fuck. Because I think I wanted to stream that too. Was it the 26th? Oh, that's so annoying. That is so annoying if Dark Road's coming out the same day. Pac-Man World Repack. The release date should show up when I Google it. Are you kidding me? Yeah, so that's the 26th, and Dark Road is the 26th, isn't it? Ugh, bitch. Whatever. We'll do both. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I don't even know how I would. I need to like figure out how I stream from my phone. If I can just like, I don't know what I have to do that. I've never done it. But what's up, the Arab 510? The Arab. Yes, it is a very good and fun video game. I'm a big fan of it. Some have noticed. I might even say it's my favorite. Double down. Fuck it. Yeah. Should the point values be doubled for the 100-person Kahoot? 100 questions. Pet the Presto. Typically, so for those of you who aren't aware, on the Discord, we do have a spreadsheet that keeps track of everyone's overall score. So long as you score in the top 5 on the Kahoot, I'll count your points. So like if you get 5th place on a Kahoot, you get 1 point on this overall leaderboard. But should we make it so that if you get 1st place, should you get 10 points on this one? Or because it's technically easier than most Kahoots because you actually have access to every single question. But I thought, you know, just to up the stakes, considering there's nothing else to really up the stakes with, and maybe we could, because maybe if Buffoon's here, Buffoon will just get an extra 10 points. So there you go, direct link to the Kahoot channel. Ooh, hey, it's Frezza. Yo, Frezza, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs there. To Dave Linrin. Dave Leinrin, Iconic Whale, Strawberry Mangoy, Liller Whale, and Eternal Labyrinth. Look at that. Eternal Labyrinth and Liller Whale I know are here right now. 2 whales in that sub-bomb there. How about that? Thank you so much, Fruzz. I really appreciate that. Now, Fruzz is another person who's been around for quite a long time. This topic, Eternal Labyrinth, is 1 question from each of the Kahoots we've already done. Hey, Preferred Whale 6 is here. Look at all these whales! What's the name of a group of whales? Do any of you whales know? Is it a herd? A water herd? I'm gonna look that up. Let's see. Name for group of whales. A pod. Interesting. Oh my god. All of you whales should start a podcast together. The Pod Squad. Yeah. I want a Kahoot on just different names of groups of animals. You know, like gaggles and murders. Shiverburn does have a Kahoot of just like fun facts that Shiverburn knows, which I think should be interesting. That'll be a double feature at some point. Alright, it's 6:10. A rafter of turkeys, is that for real? Yo, 100 bits for 100 Kahoots. Thank you, Kamori. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Alright, well, we'll get started. I'll be 100 Pat. You know what? I'll be Hundo Pat. 3173. Uh-oh. 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 Why'd I kick? I don't know. There you go. Am I locking it in? I'm Hundo Pat. Okay, my phone autocorrected to Hindi Pat, which not quite. Hundo Pat. Oh, the game was locked by its host, but I'm the host, bitch. That's me. All right, 3173. Enter. Hundo Pat. I'll probably lock it just to avoid the bots. Okay. Do you have any apes and earth science Kahoots about monkeys? Go on in, Buffoon. Buffoon is the king of Kahoots, so gotta let Buffoon in. And then a cringe of KH fans. Oh my god, it's an entire cringe, and it's wild in its habitat. Oh man. Alright, Buffoon is in. If we're ready, we will now get started. Oh, Vodka Hooch? Have you been saving that, Got Vodka? For the 100th? Jesus. For the record, the Kahoot arc was started by Got Vodka, our very own, back in January of this year. Oh, AP Environmental Science. Boo! I could have sworn it would have been about apes. Clayton could have been a picture in each of the Kahoot questions. But yeah, Scott Vaca started the Kahoot trend back in January. We are indebted to her eternally. Really pushed us into the threshold for partnership back in, when did we get that? March. So that's, yeah, these are fake names. Okay, we're locking it up. If you're, you know, joining or just getting here and you want to play, I'll try to unlock it in the middle of the Kahoot to let you in there. We're getting botted, so that'll happen. Yes, Gavaka made the first one on a snow day, and it just snowballed into this 100 Kahoot legacy, which we're now going to cap off with the first 100 Kahoots, being celebrated one question from each one we've done by Captain Blitz. Here we go, and it's in order, so we're traveling from January to August. It's not the last Kahoot. Certainly not. There's still a full schedule. There you go, 1 of 100. That is surreal. What is Aqua's nobody's name in my Crocodile Timeline AU? Zakwa, Quaxa, Quax, or Axqua. This is from the very first Kahoot. Back in January. There you go. Captain Blitz has the names of the Kahoots. Yes, Quax. It was just a duck with Aqua's hair. See, PJ, I told you, there's gonna be like 6 or 7, and then you're not gonna get anything about me for a good bit, and it's gonna pick up a little bit when we get the Shiverburn ones. But this next one will be about KH1, if I'm correct. Edwin Frazier. See, I thought that was one of the bots, which I banned, but Bean, the Great Fruitoon, the Hundoist Owls, and St. Jimmy. St. Jimmy's coming down across the alleyway, and then I'm in 6th. I'm actually tied with St. Jimmy. Number 2, who does not appear in KH1 Atlantica? Flounder, Flotsam and Jetsam, Sebastian, or Prince Eric? I'm glad you got it, PJ. Edwin is a bot. I thought so. Bow. Look at the cover. Is this with the OG penis tower? I wonder if I said that when I saw the first... cover it up! Yes, Prince Eric does not appear in KH1 Atlantica. He first appears in KH2. Look at that penis tower. Alright, let's see. We got me, Buffoon, Bean, the Hundoist Owls, and the Great Fruitoon. Yes, this is the penis. Thank you, PJ. Alright, number 3. What is the name of the fruit you can share to be part of someone's life forever? I think I wrote this question. Which one is that? What fruit would that be? KH1 Trivia Part 1. Poo-poo fruit. It's the Joe fruit. That's right, Captain Blitz. Oh no, spelling. Yes, the Pao-poo. Most of you got it. Look at that. The Pao-poo fruit. That's a rude question. I should have made it like a 5-second one, you know? It's Bean, it's me, it's the Great Fruitoon, it's Dan Bop, and it's the Hundoist Owls. Should I not count myself in this one, considering I have played every Kahoot? Maybe. Number 4. Which of these people are credited on the official KH1 soundtrack? Danny Elfman, John Williams, Hans Zimmer, or Takeharu Ishimoto? I also wrote this question, if I recall, back when I made some Kahoots. Bow. What's up, Swishy Swishway? I should? Okay, I will count myself. It is Danny Elfman, I believe. But then again, if I wrote some of the questions, it's probably not fair. John Williams and Hans Zimmer have never touched KH. Takeharu Ishimoto did not show up until, I want to say, Birth by Sleep. Danny Elfman credited for the This Is Halloween. So, boom. We got me, Fruitoon. Maybe I shouldn't go through all the names. I'll be here forever. Every 10 questions, I'll give the leaderboard rundown. How about that? Just to some brevity. Which is a Xemnas battle quote from Days? You're an eyesore, I will leave you with nothing. Why so sad? Or what the fudge? What the fudge? This is a Baka question? What the fuck? Yes, I think I got this wrong the first time, and I said I will leave you with nothing. You're an eyesore is the right one. I feel like I definitely missed that one my first go around, so boom. Kingdom Hearts is made of fudge. Number 6. Which character do we not see wake up on screen in Dream Drop? Isa, Dylan, Alias, or Rienzo? Yes! The moon! I love it. Kavaki, you wrote this. You wrote this one. Organization 13 Trivia Part 2. Fuck. I fucked it up too. Dylan? You see Isa wake up? Huh. I don't remember at all. I could have sworn that he just shows up at the World That Never Was. Okay, well, maybe this was maybe this was marked incorrectly. Yeah, I could have sworn that was the whole point. What can you do? Do you not see Dylan wake up either? He's not in the game at all? Okay. I guess if the question was, who do we not see awake on screen? I think Dylan would be more correct, but... Because you see Alias and Ienzo, for sure. Whatever, it's contentious. What can you do? You know, that's part of the Kahoot brand. No, I agree. I see wake up does not equal to see woken up. I agree. But it's going to happen. There's a whole fight we did it the first time. Well, I guess, again, that's the whole, part of the whole charm, you know, is that it's not always squeaky clean. It happens. All right, number 7. What is the color of Goofy's shell in the Pride Lands? My Kahoot is not loading. Okay, cool. Yellow, blue, green, red. And the names, the colors almost do not match up with any of the backgrounds. Maybe change the fucking wording. I think Blitz used RNG to pick all the questions. So, yes, Goofy's shell is yellow in the Pride Lands. That is correct. Number 8. We're cruising now. Which link is skippable? Which link is skippable? Oh, in Cage 3. Ariel, Simba, Stitch, or Ralph. I took way too long to think about that. Like, which link do you not need to pick up in Cage 3? Yeah, Ariel you do not need to pick up because it's in a chest that you... that's the fake, or... It's like the chest that Sora tries to open before fighting the Lightning Angler. And then after you fight the Lightning Angler, you can just kind of leave it there in the Caribbean. You know what I'll do? I'll pull up the schedule, or, you know, the previously played. I'll tell you what each question will be from before we get to it. That way you'll know ahead of time. Okay? So, let me resize everything here. So this next one will be from Days, which was a Keynote production. Number 9. What is the first enemy we see eating a Heartless? Infernal Engine, Leechgrave, Nova Shadow, or Tentaclaw? Look at that. We came around to actually playing Days, eventually. Blossom, no! You want to get in, Blossom? I can unlock it. Get on in, Blossom. Code's 3173. Bum, bum. Yes, in fact, we just saw this on stream not more than, like, 2 weeks ago of the Tentaclaw eating another Heartless, probably a Creepworm, right, in Halloween Town. The Tentaclaw being a part of the Leechgrave. So, there you go. Are we on number 10 now? So now we got Just James, Buffoon, me, the Great Fruitoon, and Kamore! Moving on to Birth by Sleep Trivia by Pryor. Number 10. How does Mickey travel between worlds in BBS? Yensid teleports him, Gummy Ship, Corridor of Darkness, or the Star Shard. Oh! Oh! The traffic is terrible. Blossom is in, which means I'm gonna lock it again. I took an Uber. I took a Lyft to get here. Oh. It is the Star Shard. That's right. You all got it. Sometimes to his detriment. Just sort of flies around willy-nilly. Okay, next up we have Organization 13 Quotes by Got Vodka. Now we're in February. Finish a Sykes quote from the Dazed opening, and when that time comes, we can truly, finally... exist, live, be free, or have hearts. Yeah, the bots don't actually, like, they don't really do anything super negative. They can hold up how long it takes for each question to answer. We usually use the whole time anyway. But the main thing is they throw off the stats at the end, which I don't like. Yes, we can truly, finally exist. Famous Sykes quote there. Alright, next up is KH Music Trivia by Berto Jester, number 12. What song plays when SDG leave for Olympus at the start of KH3 and end of 0.2? Hand in Hand, Road to a Hero, Sora, or Blast Away, Gummy Ship 1? I think I got this. Bow, bow. Bow. Yes, Hand in Hand. That is the first appears as the Traverse Town battle music back in KH1. There's a reprise when they're in the Castle Oblivion field at the end. Road to a Hero would be the Olympus, the barrel song. Sora is just Sora's theme, first in KH2 when he comes out of the pod, and Blast Away Gummy Ship 1 is the first of the Gummy Ship tracks in KH1. There you go. Alright, next up is Organization 13 Quotes Trivia Part 2 by Ramsam. First Ramsam. Once the party arrives in Cage 2's World That Never Was, what is Xemnas' next line? But weakness has the power to awake that which is dormant very soon. I was wondering who would dare interfere with my Kingdom Hearts, or yes, Kingdom Hearts, rejoice and feast on these hearts we offer. I might have biffed this. I biffed it. The red... Oh, they say that... He says that before they actually get in the World That Never Was, right? I think they're in, like, the fucking... betwixt and between. I feel like I fell for the same thing back then, too. This feels like deja vu, describing this. But in that red, he's talking about Roxas there, and I think that's actually before they step foot in the world proper. And then I guess it's actually green there. So yellow would be when Anton the Wise is messing with it with the machine. Oh, foofy, to quote Riku. Alright, next up we have some Cage 3 Trivia Part 2 by the Cartoon Buffoon, which is the second of the Buffoon. Cage 3 Part 1 was the first one there. Here we go. Number 14. Which of these are on the special menu in Le Grand Bistro? Oh... I'm not even going to say these. I don't feel like being made fun of. So... Bum, 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 bum. Did you biff it? Sweetbread Polier, caprese salad, which was the correct one. March caprese salad, caprese. Fresh fruit compote, scallop Polier. Listen, I tried. PJ said, say it. Say it, coward. Alright, well, I got it wrong. Let's see. Buffoon rises up. Well, Buffoon wrote the question, so... Cage Music Trivia Part 2 by our very own David Russell. Here we go. Number 15. Which of these are not referenced in either of Vanitas' themes, which is Enter the Darkness or Unbreakable Chains? Which of these songs are not referenced musically? Which I think is probably Sora, Destati, Ventus, or Roxas. Gotta be a music head to get this one. See, Lemonhead VGM gets it. Ah! Damn, so I said Roxas, just because Roxas really has nothing to do with Vanitas. Sora and Ven do. Destati also doesn't, but I figured, you know, Destati, Darkness, they all seem to kind of intertwine, but not in that particular scenario. I feel like I got that one wrong back in the day, too, so... If you got VGM in your name, you're a legend. According to Keynote VGM. Alright, moving along. Next up is KH1 World Design Trivia by Ramsam. That's free for me. 16. Which of the following worlds does not contain a torn page in KH1? That would be that one. Atlantica, Agrabah, Halloween Town, or Neverland. Bow. Uh-oh. I wonder how long this will be, by the way. Like, most of our Kahoots are like 25 questions. They take like half an hour to 40 minutes. So, you know. Yeah, Neverland, canonically, the last torn page you would typically get would either be from Halloween Town or the one that you give to the... Or what you get from the Dalmatians after you save a certain amount of puppies. There is one in the cave in Agrabah, in the grotto in Atlantica, and in Fink's lab in Halloween Town, but nothing in Neverland. Alright. Next up is Regular Pat Trivia Part 2 by Vincent. Shout out to PJ, he loves these. Number 17. What was my final score in the Cage Manga Trivia Show video? A draw with me at 17 and Shane and Sam at 17. A win with me at 17 and Shane and Sam at 16. A loss with me at 16 and Shane and Sam at 17. Or a draw with us tied at 16. Vaka's got it. Look at this. Look at this crunchy thumbnail. Yes, I did win. They basically rigged it for me to win by making the final question be worth more points. I unfortunately won. Yeah, I would have lost though if we played by the rules, but alas. There you go. All right, moving on to finish the KH1 quote beginner mode by Ramsam, number 18. Poor simple fools, you think you can defeat me? Now you shall deal with me and all the powers of hell. This world will be plunged into darkness. Now you'll know the meaning of fear, or me, the mistress of all evil. The manga video? Frosty, I really need to just get the exclamation mark manga command. I don't know what I'm waiting for. No, that's okay. No worries about the crunch. It was a crunchy thumbnail to begin with, Blitz. So, yes, me, the mistress of all evil! Red is from BBS. She says the H word. One of the few H word drops. Alright, moving on to KH General Trivia by Just James. James's first appearance in the 100. What is Axel's epithet? Epithet? I always, Tombstone. The Scheming Inferno, the Flurry of Dancing Flames, Eternal Flame, or the Flaming Assassin. What's it say when you look at his tombstone in the proof of existence, world never was? Yes, the Flurry of Dancing Flames is Axel's little nickname. It also shows up in his Days, what's it called, his intro. Flaming Assassin. Assassin, I think, is used for Marluxia, right? He's the graceful assassin. And Zexian is the cloaked schemer. So, there you go. Moving along, also Buffoon in first, Just James in second, me in third, Keynote in fourth, and Hi in fifth. Next up, we have KH General Trivia Part 2 by Oracle. Number 20. Which of these ingredients is not ever available for purchase from the Moogles in KH3? What can you never purchase from the Moogles? Gooseberry, porcini, butter, or eel? When you run past some ingredients? What's up, drink the jungle wine? No worries. Boom, boom, boom. I don't even know what I said, but I did not say gooseberry, unfortunately. So, damn. Bad spot to find some ingredients. Okay, moving along to finish the KH1 quote, Proud Mode by Ramsam. 21. You see, I want to help them because... Oh no, I fucked it. They're looking for their friends. Well, I trust them. Well, they need us, or they've been kind to me. Yeah, I said blue, and it was yellow. I knew it was well, and I gut clicked it because I knew it was going to start with well, but I clicked the wrong one. They need us. He doesn't necessarily trust them, so... yeah, throw up your Clayans. If I can do a KH1 thing that I didn't. I was just like, I jumped the gun on that. That was stupid. Okay. Moving along. Next up, KH Art Trivia by Frutoon, who is also a great artist. What is the title of the PSP box art from BBS? Sorrow, Strike, Soar, or Serenity? What is the name of this piece we're looking at here? I gotta read! Also, I'm stuck drinking a fucking Pepsi. Oh, yay! We got the manga Kahoot, or the manga link, the commands. Yeah, the artworks do have names. The best way, the way I found out that they had names was by looking at the puzzles in KH2, Final Mix. All the puzzles are the names of the artwork, and they all have their name, like Awakening. But yes, that one is called Soar. Let's see. Next up, finish the KH2 quote, Beginner Mode by Ramsam. 23. Roxas, this man is trying to deceive you, is an imposter, knows nothing, speaks nonsense. I wonder. Roxas. Roxas. Bum, bum, bum. This man is a bullshitter.
This man speaks nonsense.
That's right. There you go. It is beginner mode after all, that one. Alright. Next up is KH Keyblades Trivia by Buffoon. 24. Which Keyblade do you get for completing Recoded Traverse Town? Wishing Star, Lionheart, Spellbinder, or Oathkeeper? More like boring as ever. Wow.
Don't mind me.
Oh shit. Sorry, I didn't mean to shade you. Don't mind me. It is indeed Wishing Star, which I think most people would associate with Monstro in KH1. That's the one that's in Geppetto's house after he's relocated there, but they give that to you after Traverse Town and Recoded. Moving on. Next up, we have KH General Trivia Part 3 by Mr. Shiverburn. That is our first Shiverburn appearance here. Prolific Kahoot maker. 25. Donald is a bad healer. True or false? Boom, boom. Oh, you're wrong, Water. Water's wrong. Bum, bum, bum. What is the true answer? Bum, 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 bum. Actually, the true answer is not true. True answer is false. Yeah, he's actually good if you play the game right. Yeah. There you go. Quarter of the way there. That's right. All right. Next up is Melody of Memory Trivia by Buffoon. This is the one that I got partnership on. How many songs specifically from 2FM are a Melody of Memory? 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like I probably got this one wrong back in the day. This was such a great Kahoot because I was just so high on the dopamine. I shouldn't have paused after so high. I was just fucking high out of my... Oh, I did get it. But yeah, the Melody of Memory, the Swing Dearly Beloved was playing. I just realized I got partnership like 15 minutes before I started, and I was so boosted from the juice. Hey, Frosty, thank you for gifting a sub to David Daybreak for 405 total. Appreciate that. It's all yours, Frosty. Boom.
All yours, Frosty.
Yeah, so I did get 5. I probably said 4 last time. So it's got to be Christmas Town, Field and Battle, What a Surprise, and Happy Holidays. It's got to be, what else? Rage Awakened, The Origin, or whatever. Is it Rage Awakened OG? Is that, The Origin is probably in BBS. That's 3. What are the other 2? The Other Promise, right? Other Promise, and Fate of the Unknown. Fate of the Unknown is not in 2 or regular 2. I think I was probably surprised to learn this last time. I feel like I'm just like going through the motions again. Fate of the Unknown. Oh, because that's the for some reason I thought that was the Zemnis. I'm thinking of Darkness of the Unknown. That's the secret movie music. Sunset Horizons is the one that you get in Vanilla 2. All right. Next up is, what is this next one? KH General Trivia Part 4 by Just James. 27. Which of these characters are not the focus of a memory dive in Melody of Memory? Who does not get the focus? Well, if my fucking Kahoot would load, and I knew this, nominate Axel, Shion, or Ventus. Pretty easy if you know how the memory dives tend to work in Melody of Memory. Yeah, it's Axel because Axel actually doesn't have his own theme. A lot of people think it's like, you know, Organization 13 or the 13 Struggle or whatever, but he does not have a title. Most of these characters, save for Shion, their character theme is just their name. Shion's is La Musique de la Tristesse de Shion. Pour la Tristesse de... It's the music for Shion is sad, I think. There you go. Alright, we all got that. Next up is KH Series Development Trivia by Otto, one of the most difficult Kahoots we've ever had. 28. During the development of Melmem, which staff member got so motion sick that they nearly threw up while playing? And this one, I thankfully remember the answer to. Ichiro Hazama, Tetsuya Nomura, Yoko Shimomura, or Masanobu Suzui? Dan Bop is that staff member. Walt Disney's corpse itself. They nearly threw up. They didn't actually throw up. Yeah, it's Nomura. I remember this was it was funny because like Nomura was a dummy answer on so many questions about the developers, which is kind of Otto's cheeky way of letting us know that you know, it's not just Nomura who works on the games. Oh, Otto's here. And so Otto used the one about Nomura almost throwing up for the one that where he was actually the answer. All right, there you go. Moving on to KH1 Boss Fights Trivia by Ramsam. Number 29. How many hits does it take to temporarily stun the Queen of Hearts? 1, 2, 3, or 1 combo, or 6, 2 combos. Bum bum. Pretty easy. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Oh yeah, baby. Yes, only one. You just have to swing at her once, and she will go down. She'll expose her underwear, and the red cards they'll fret until she gets back up. Good way to have them all incapacitated, so you can get some hits on the crank tower. She goes down pretty easy, that Karen. Moving along, we have Obscure KH Knowledge by Kingdom's Oracle. Number 30. What is the name of the Heartless that Gaston's darkness summons to battle in Beast Castle in Cux? The Enraged Elk, the Beastly Brute, the Haunted Hunter, or the Infernal Imp? I probably would not have known this had I not referenced it for a video about the KH2 bosses, I want to say, back around Christmas. Yes, Cux! Oh, you know what? I'll do the top 5 scores after this one. I forgot, you're right. Yes, the Enraged Elk. It's pretty gnarly looking. It's one of my favorite designs from that game, to be honest. I wish more of the Disney villains kind of had those sorts of Heartless. They're very evocative of the actual character. Alright, so now we have Buffoon in first, Just James in second, me in third, Keynote in fourth, and Hi in fifth. Pretty similar to the last breakdown, I think. Alright, number 31. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say. What is the title of the recoded cover art pictured here? Recompile, Happy Coding, Smile, or Going Digital? This one was recoded Proud Mode Trivia by Otto. Another pretty tough one, if I recall. Boom, boom. Yeah, you know what? Load up a Wonderland save and just beat the shit out of Karen, you know? You've earned it. Yes, it is called Smile, because, here's a hint, they're all smiling. Not a single frown on this cover art, which I think can't be said of any of the other cover arts, so, right? Can you name 3 things that KH2 does better than 1? I'll give you the first 2. Better paced combat and intro song. Okay, well, you're wrong on the intro song. Simple and Clean is overall better, I think. So, I need 2 more. Better fast-paced combat. I mean, it's definitely faster. Is it better? I don't know. What's another thing? Its middle point is more of an event, more of a spectacle. So there's that. Overall, more interesting villains. I'll say that. I think, listen, I love Sanctuary, but Simple and Clean still hits the hardest for me. Sorry. But, yeah, better villains for sure. You know, and the Disney villains in 1 are good. Ansem is pretty whatever to me, to be honest, in KH1. But better voice acting? I don't know. Some of them are definitely better in 1, IMO. Some might say that voice acting even gets worse as the series goes on. I think Kiwi thinks that. Simple and Clean, Don't Think Twice, then Sanctuary? Cooler final boss? I'm not even willing to go that far, to be honest. But that's what I'm saying. That's exactly the first thing I thought, PJ, was like, well, I mean, Mandy Moore was not exactly a gift to the role of Aerith, but we're doing a poll on Simple and Clean versus Sanctuary. Better song. We've never done this? I don't think we've ever done this. Simple and Clean versus Sanctuary. I love them both. I like both of them more than the KH3 songs, though I love all 4. I ranked KH2 intro number 1 in my intro ranking. No, the intro itself is better, but not the song. The song on its own, I prefer Simple and Clean. Simple and Clean is just more singable sometimes for me. I just want the song that's more singable. It's very even right now. It's Simple and Clean to 12, Sanctuary 14, which is about what I expected. I don't think there's any real consensus. I feel like they're pretty neck and neck overall in the fandom. Yeah, we interrupt the celebratory Kahoot to bring you KH2 critique. Xemnas Dragon is cool, but like the World of Chaos is way cooler than the Xemnas Dragon. I know we have a lot of questions to get to. Timmy Hill 66, thank you for the follow there. See, now Simple and Clean is ahead by 1 vote. So, all right, let's move on here. Our next one will be KH General Trivia Part 5 by Shiverburn. Wrong again, Pat. Simple and Clean is overused, but it's like, you know, some songs are good, they just get overplay on the radio. Also, happy Fat Cock Friday to everybody who celebrates. Number 32. What are the KH2 stats for Ultimate Weapon? 5'5", 4'6", 6'6", or 6'4". I think I got this one wrong in the OG. I'm not sure if they changed. Ooh, I biffed it. Its magic is so low compared to the strength. I said equal. I'm pretty sure I said equal 5'5" back when I first took this. So I don't learn. When will I learn that my actions have consequences? All right, moving along. I biffed it again. All right, next up is, where are we now? Combat and gameplay trivia by Veeks. Here we go. Also, it was a dead tie for the better song. Simple and Clean and Sanctuary tied with 16 votes each for that poll. So, number 33. In Recom, what slate is Cloud plus attack card plus attack card? Cloud, attack, attack. I think I got this one wrong, too. Sonic Blade, Judgment, Reflect Raid, or Omni Slash. I feel like I got this one wrong. I will unlock the code, Mega Man LOL. It's in the corner beneath the green answer. You can put that in now. We were getting some bots before, so I had to lock it. But you can join that. You know, I made the same exact mistake. I said Judgment last time because I thought Reflect Raid had, like, gravity or stop involved. It just seems like too simple of a combination to make Reflect Raid. But alas, what can you do? Alright. Next up is Cage Music Standard Mode Trivia by David Russell. 34. What is the primary instrument in Roxas's theme? Violin, flute, oboe, or piccolo? Was it an organ or... Boom. Yeah, I thought Reflect Raid had like arrow or stop or gravity or something. Music questions. It's a flute. I also got it right last time after a bit of deliberation. It's a flute. Okay, moving on to Chain of Memories trivia by Or Simply Tom. Keynote rising up there. 35. What cards are needed for Cross Slash Plus? Okay, well I know which one it's not. Cloud Stop Attack, Cloud Attack Attack, Cloud Cloud Thunder, or Cloud Cloud Attack. Got pretty lucky that we had, coincidentally, another question about a Cloud slate. What? Oh, man. Really? I said Cloud Cloud Attack. I thought you just needed to get an extra Cloud card. Ah, go figure. Cloud Stop Attack. I probably got that wrong last time, too. Rabbit, where'd you get that? Across Slash Plus! He's just hanging on to it, you know? It's contraband. Alright. Moving on to KH Openings Trivia by Just James, 36. In the 0.2 opening, which of the Destiny Islands trio splashes the other two while they are playing in the water? Who is the splasher? Sora, Riku, Kairi. Help me, I still have 64 questions left to do, which I think might be Blitz inserting into the question. It's probably yellow, yeah. Who is splashing? I think it's... Oh, no way! I really thought it was Sora doing the splashing. Oh, shit. It's Riku. Riku's using Splash. It was very effective. Okay. What a dick. Yeah. Can I get some questions wrong? I'll try. I just got that one wrong. Up next, we have Obscure KH Knowledge Part 2 by Kingdom's Oracle. We are into April now, by the way. 37. Out of these options, which Keyblade gives the best stat growth to your strength and magic in Dream Drop? Which Keyblade gives the best stat growth? Knockout Punch, Counterpoint, Dive Wing, or Sweet Dreams? Look at the dichotomy there of the young Xehanort battles. I was between Counterpoint and Dive Wing, and I went with Counterpoint. I would love to like go back to these Kahoots and see if I'm just like saying the same thing about each question. You can't teach an old dog tricks that he's already learned, you know, and failed to master the first time around. Want to go ahead and relock it? Yeah, probably. We are thinking the same thing. Oh, we're drinking the same thing. At first, I thought it was Mind Meld, but yeah, I'm drinking some Pepsi. I'm all out of. I want orange soda a lot, actually. I would really love some orange soda right now. There you go. I dropped. That's what you wanted, right? I'm in 5th now. Moving on to what's the next one about? Zemnis Trivia by Romsom, 38. In KH1FM, this character asks Zemnis if he is Ansem. Donald, Goofy, Sora, or Riku? Who asks Zemnis if he is Ansem? Hive mind time. Yeah! It is, in fact, a recycled audio clip. It's the guy who's not Ansem. But that's what Donald says in 2. But Goofy in 1 says, Ansem? Which is reused from the scene of him in Traverse Town. Pretty cleverly, I must say. Alright. Moving along to Guardians and Dark Seekers by Kiwi. How many times does Master Xehanort call Sora by name in KH3? Not at all. Once, 8 times, or 13 times. Whoa! What's going on, Nachos? How are you, dude? We're, how many are we in now? 39 into the 100 question Kahoot. Yeah, how many times does Xehanort call Sora by his name? Only once. I think I said not at all when we originally ran this, but he only calls him Sora once. I still don't remember when that happens. Kiwi's good. I haven't seen him in a bit, but he's fine. He actually texted me today. I need to respond to him. It was something about BBS and Dream Drop. There you go. Alright, next up is KH Nintendo Trivia by KT Bean. What is the table of contents caption for COM in the very first Nintendo Power issue it appears in? Oh. What was it? Chain of Memories, Disney meets Final Fantasy, No Seriously, Recovering Kingdom Hearts, or Oh Man, Sort of Passed Out in the Cheese Dip Again. I remember this one flabbergasted me. Yeah, because it was a weird thing to use. I think I said yellow the first time, because it would have been the first KH game to appear on a Nintendo console. And green is a reference to something. There you go. This one I think I learned from, thankfully. Red is to the tune of Simple and Clean. Alright, let's see. I'll move on up there. We're on the 40th now. So Buffoon in first, Keynote in second, me in third, Bean in fourth. Good thing Bean got their own question right, and Just James in fifth. Moving on to KH2 Trivia Part 2 by the Cartoon Buffoon. 41. Which of these is not the name of a room in Timeless River? Dock, Mickey's house, building site, or waterway? It is the dock. Yeah, there's a pier. Or maybe it's the wharf. Is there a pier? I know the wharf is a thing. The waterway is a thing. Mickey's house and the building site are both in the windows that you can go into for the stopping the Heartless. But yeah, I believe it's the pier or the wharf. All right. Moving on to Organization 13 Battles Trivia by Soul. 42. Who says, is this the end of your journey when Sora is defeated? Is this the end of your journey? Ansem, Vanitas, Young Xehanort, or Saix? Yeah, KH3 has those failure quotes when you die that the bosses will say sometimes. Which one says, is this the end of your journey? Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, it felt like a Young Xehanort thing, so I went with that. Which feels like what I said the first time. Again, it's a very strange experience doing this. There you go. Alright, the middle of us, the middle three got that one. Next up is Zigbar Trivia by Romsom, 43. In KH2FM, Zigbar claims to have recruited this organization member. Marluxia, Luxord, Ademix, or Larxene? I know this for sure. Fastest click in the west, baby. Or the east. I think Frosty and I are both in the east, so... Yes, it is Marluxia. Mars something. That brings the organization's count up to 11. He's talking to, I think, Zexion. Zexian's asking if shouldn't he be out with Zoldan, I think? Doing missions or something? Mars something. And then we're doing Who's That Enemy by Otto. In the Who's That Pokemon style. Who's that enemy? Let's see. Katanuki, Meowjesty, Meow Wow, or Flober Meow. Definitely got this one. Bum bum. He also recruited Larxene according to a super obscure, untranslated Cage 2 side story. I had no idea. Look at Zigbar, pulling all the weight. That is Katanuki, and I believe last time we ran this back in April, Daybreak also said, "It's my boy!" Yes, Katanuki, which is a kind of a Meow Wow remix that has, you can see the little leaf on top of his head there. But these all have the general Meow Wow body type. But the render there, Katanuki's on his butt, Meow Wow stands up on his forelegs. Alright. Moving along to... what are we on now? Zaldin Trivia by Ramsam, 45. When the organization returns to the round room after greeting Sora and Hollow Bastion, Zaldin is troubled by this. Xemnas' instructions not to engage Sora in combat. He's beginning to feel emotion, something he thought impossible. Sora being too young to effectively wield the Keyblade, or Sora made fun of his mutton chops. Do my eyes deceive me? Bum 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 bum. Guys, do not like my mutton chops, be honest. Yeah. Well, Sora would not have been able to see his mutton chops at that point. But yeah, he's nothing but a boy. He's but a boy, yes. That's why he's troubled there. Alright. Moving on. Hey, Barty people! Hi, it is me, and I will never leave. Thank you, Barty, for the 2 months there. Appreciate that. We're almost halfway through the 100-question Kahoot. Let's see here. Next up is Cage Music Standard Mode Trivia Part 2 by David Russell. 46. What is the correct title of the field theme for Cage 2 Atlantica? Under the Sea, Adventures in the Savannah, Swim This Way, or Isn't It Lovely? I wonder if he meant to type Adventures in Atlantica. I'll tell you this. It's not Adventures in the Savannah. I'll give you a free one. Unless you just read it too quick. You might have clicked too fast. Hey, it smells like darkness. What's going on? Yes, Isn't It Lovely? That is the very soft and pleasant Cage 2 Atlantica theme in the field. Under the Sea for KH1, Adventures in Atlantica, or An Adventure in Atlantica, KH1 combat theme. Swim This Way being one of the songs, the first of the musicals. There you go. Gotcha. Didn't change the answers. No, yeah, I meant, like, I wonder if David typed it wrong, or if he was just doing a goof back in the day. All right, we all got that. Moving on to Vexen Trivia by Ramsam. 47. In the Caribbean, in Cage 3, Vexen fondly refers to Luxord as this. Good sir, my boy, comrade, or my friend. Bum, bum, bum. Online banking problems? I know that all too well. I had to call my bank to link my actual current phone number to my account. I gave all my information, including the phone number I wanted to change it to, and then she transferred me to somebody else, and I had to do the same thing all over again. She was like, she asked me every question, asked me for the new phone number. She was like, all right, thank you. And let me just transfer you to somebody who can help you. And then the next lady asked me all the same stuff. So, but yeah, it's my boy, which, as Dan Bob says, really sticks with you because Vexen is gross. So, yeah, I was really like, ew, my boy. That's my boy. Yeah, it's terrible. Okay, moving on to KH1 Odd One Out by Hamburger Splash. 48. Which Halloween Town room never contains a treasure chest in KH1? Which would be the... which one was it? The Boneyard, the Cemetery, the Graveyard, or Moonlight Hill? Also, Nachos, thank you for gifting a sub to fellow patron DanBob77 for 429 gift subs total. Nachos. Ah, fuck! You know what sucks is I got this one right the first time through. I always mix up the Cemetery and the Graveyard. So the Graveyard is the one... Yeah, the Graveyard, obviously. It's the first one that you go into after the square. There's never a chest in that room. The Boneyard is like the secretive one with the 3 on the ground after you complete the world. Cemetery is the one where you do the Tombstone minigame. There's a chest with the Jack-in-the-Box and the big pumpkin. Moonlight Hill does not have any chests when you first show up, but when you do a Trinity, it has Dalmatians that show up in a chest after you do the White Trinity there. So, that sucks. I always get these these mixed up because they're all synonyms, and I should remember that the Graveyard is in fact the first room there. All right. Moving on to KH4 trailer trivia by Veeks. We're in May now, or 49. What color is Sora's undershirt in KH4? Gray, black, red, or white? I think I remember. Wait, no. I got it wrong. I'm never good at remembering clothing stuff. But did I beef it? I did. I beefed it. Pretty sure I said gray last time. I just say what I want it to be, you know? It's white. I said gray. What can you do? All right. We're now halfway through, folks. Buffoon in first. Keynote in second. Me in third. Just James in fourth. And Daybreak in fifth. Moving on to Regular Pat Trivia Part 3 by Mr. Shiverburn. Let's see. Number 50. Of all the tactics attempted by the Villain Council in KH1, which did they not use against Sora? Beating him to death, using his friend against him, shooting him in the fudging face, or using magic genie powers. It was a strategy that I proposed, the one that they didn't use. That's why it's in Regular Pat Trivia. I believe it's shooting him in the fucking face, Miss Porter. Yeah, that's right. That is very correct. Shout out to Clayton. Because Clayton wasn't in the council, you know? That's why it's not the right answer. Moving on to Who Said That KH quote, also by Mr. Shiverburn, number 51. Battle quote, Harum Kazabudabus, not official spelling. Who said that? Donald, Peter Pan, Jafar, or Chirithy? He was just some dude, yeah. Boom, boom. Bow, bow. Gee, I wonder. And in fairness, I could see, I think I said this the first time, I could see any of these characters using this. Chirithy's weird little sound that sounds like a cat going in a washing machine. Donald with his, as the picture said, incoherent duck noises. And Peter Pan does like a yodel of some kind. But Haram Gazabudabas is what Jafar says, that's right. Alright, moving on to Alexius Trivia by a Recruit of Apollo. 52. What was Lexius's original name? Look at that face. The face that only a mother could love. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, he's ugly. My name used to be Joe, till I joined the organization. Bum bum bum. It is Alias, not Sueli, not Aluciu, not Lucie, but Alias. Alias is his alias, if you think about it. Call me mommy then. Keynote loves Lexius, confirmed. Next up, we have Disney Trivia by Alifant, 53. Why was the rum gone in Pirates of the Caribbean? Elizabeth and Jack drank it all. Elizabeth used it to start a fire. It expired, or it was water instead. Why is the rum always gone? I do recall getting this one right, I believe. Yeah. Burnt all the food, the shade, the rum. Yes, the rum is gone. Why is the rum gone? Classic YouTube song. The manga video? The command's gonna get a lot of use. Alright, now we have 2.8 trivia by the Cartoon Buffoon. Max Middleman voices which character in Key Back Cover? I had to think about that. Aced, Lushu, Ephemer, or Ira? For real? Bow. Whomst are these people? Bow, bow. They're all these fan characters. Yeah, Lushu. I always get them mixed up because I believe it's Matt Mercer is Ira, and Max Middleman is Lushu. Not Zigbar's voice actor, which is James Patrick Stewart. I'm guessing we're not going to hear any more Max Middleman in KH, unless we do like some sort of flashback moments. You would expect just to hear James Patrick Stewart moving forward. And as said is Travis Willingham, and I don't know Ephemer's voice actor off the top of my head. All right. People who can touch my butt, Max Middleman. That's on the list right there. Next up is Gotbaka's The Price is Right KH edition, number 55. Name the price. How much does it cost each month to subscribe at the ultimate tier of Regular Pat's Patreon? Oh, I know. 5, 10, 20, or it is priceless. This is also a... yeah, wow, no idea. The top tier patronage, which if you have a diamond in the chat here, and some of those who don't, like Frosty, who's a mod, they'll know the answer. Yeah, 5, 10, 20. You can actually pledge at any amount if you like. There are people who pledge under 5 and people who pledge over 20. Those are just like the tier amounts, you know. So there you go. Thanks for the plug. That was the last question, I believe, on the Price is Right one. All right, Cage General Trivia Part 6 by Mig Masterin. 56. In Cage 3, how many Sora clones can you collect in the final world? 333, 222, 200, or 111? Join us. Yes, we have fun. We're going to be having a patron game night probably on Sunday or Monday. I'll poll the group and see what they'd prefer. We've been playing some Goose Goose Duck recently. Yes, 333. You only need 111 to get out the first time you're there, but you can return by using the portal in the Keyblade Graveyard and collect an additional 200, I guess. Or no, what's the math? 333 minus 111. That's the amount that you can collect. It is. This is my Toliet Hermer shirt made from a patron game night from Jackbox. So there you go. We can do Monday if that's better for people. Sunday or Monday. They're both open for me, so I will poll the group. Next up is Donald and Goofy Trivia by Fruitoon. Sure, we can do Monday if that's better for people. Here we go. 57. What is Donald's only line in Melody of Memory? No, Your Majesty, yes, sir, or a city.
A city? Was it a city?
Math is not what I do. No. I got this wrong the first time, but I got it right this time because last time I said no, Your Majesty, because I thought that's what he and Goofy yell when they jump on him. But then I remembered or was taught that it's actually yes, sir. A city. That's Evan's line. I don't think it's his only line, but it's one of them for sure. One of my favorites. Next up is Cage 2 Brady Games Trivia by Burning Mandala. Question 58. What do you get for escorting Minnie through the throne room? Oh, what do you get? Oh, I definitely got this wrong the first time. Accessory slot and auto limit, accessory slot and auto summon, armor slot and auto summon, or armor slot and auto limit. Yeah, I have no idea. Bit of a crunch moment there. Gotta let my OBS catch up there. Should be good now. Yeah, I said yellow, but apparently it's blue. What can you do? I never would remember that in a million years, so. Next up is Sora Trivia by KT Bean. We got a little bit of crunch in there, yeah. Auto Summon. 59. In Cage 2, how does Anti-Form Sora hold on to ledges? With one foot, with both hands, with one hand, or with his teeth? How he do that? It's very cool, yeah. 1 foot. Very cool animation. Very easy to miss, too, because you're not typically going to be doing a ton of platforming stuff. Well, throughout the entire game, basically, but especially as Anti-Sora, so. With 1 foot. Alright, next up is Final Fantasy X Trivia by Milano, number 60. What celestial body is Waka associated with in FF10? Neptune, Jupiter, Mars, or the Moon? Hey, which celestial body am I represented by, man? His famous KH1 quote. IDK, gay rights? Oh my god, Daybreak passed me? Bow. You love FF10? That's right. Jupiter is, in fact, his associated body. World champion. I believe you add the Jupiter sigil and crest to power that up. That's how it works. Every party member has a celestial body associated with them. Next up is... Where are we now? Clayton Trivia by Ramsam. We're on 60, by the way. So, Buffoon in first. Me in second, Daybreak in third, Keynote in fourth, and Bean in fifth. 61. Which is the correct in-game spelling of Clayton's famous Gorilla's pronunciation? Gorillas, 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 or gorillas. It's one of those. And I think... Yeah, it's the green one. Gorillas. You gotta have those dashes in the right spot, you know. There you go. Next up is KH General Trivia Easy Mode, in quotes, because if I recall, Oracle made some of these questions quite difficult. Maybe not this one, we'll see. Number 62. Sora has gone through many outfit changes, but fewer anatomy changes. Which of these forms appeared last, canonically? Toy, thankfully not a Lego. Monster, lion cub, or a merman? Which one appeared last, canonically? Bow. Bow, bow. Thankfully not a Lego. Yeah, monster. Merman would be first, obviously, in Atlantica, KH1. Lion Cub in KH2, then a toy in the toy box, KH3, and then Monster and Monstropolis, also in KH3. Alright, moving on to KH Voice Actor Trivia by Mr. Shiverburn. Number 63. Blandman number 1, the Prince, is voiced by Ben Diskin, James Arnold Taylor, Richard Harper Gomez, or Josh Keaton. Who voices Blandman number 1, the Prince from Snow White? He speaks, yes, very little, but he does. Yeah, technically his name is Florian. And it is James Arnold Taylor, who also voices Titus and Jack Sparrow in KH2. Ben Diskin is young Xehanort, Richard Harper Gomez is Zack, and Josh Keaton is a young Hercules, at least as far as KH stuff goes. I was hoping for Undead Pirate Sea. There you go. Moving on to KH World Details by Berto Jester, 64. Which of these is not the name of a Moogle shop owner in KH2? Monty, Kupo, Mogsy, or Mogjiro. I knew I got this right the first time, but I don't know if I have kept my consistency. I did, yeah. Kupo is one of them. I feel like most people said Kupo last time as well. I was between Monty and Mogsy just now, but I got it. Mogsy. Well, I'm fucking this up. No, Kupo is real. It's either like one of the very first or very last ones, I want to say. Kupo might be the one like in Twilight Town that's there physically. But yeah, that's definitely out of conventional naming order with the Moogles there. Alright, next up is Disney Trivia Part 2, also by Allie. No, I'm sorry, that one's by Buffoon. The next one will be by Allie. Disney Trivia Part 2 by Cartoon Buffoon, 65. Which of these villains sang in their movie? Which of them sang? Oh, yeah. Maleficent, Jafar, Cruella de Vil, or Hades? Sorry, Mommy. Your poopsies are toast. Yeah, the Moogles do all have names. I almost said the Claytons all have names because Chernobog almost threw me off there. I think it's in like the top left or top right corner when you're shopping from them in the KH2. Yes, Maleficent and Hades never sing. Cruella de Vil has a song about her by Roger in 101 Dalmatians, and Jafar doesn't have his own full song in Aladdin. He does sing in the Prince Ali reprise. He has cut songs, including Why Me and Humiliate the Boy, which you can find on YouTube. I think they're both pretty fun. Next up is KH Manga Trivia by Just James. 66. Why is Roxas put on trial in Wonderland in the manga? For breaking into the White Rabbit's house and impersonating a maid, the Queen thinks Roxas is connected to the Heartless for accidentally destroying the Queen's castle, or confusing the Queen for a Heartless and attacking her. The manga video? I believe this, the right answer was referenced in the manga video, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Roxas breaks in and disguises himself as a maid, the White Rabbit's house, and so he goes on trial for it. Moving on to, what are we at now? Calm Manga Trivia. More manga, but this one specifically about Chain of Memories by Sora RJQ. Goofy thinks they first met in Traverse Town doing what? Oh, what was it? Fighting over the cheapest sweater at a sale, bumping into each other at a corner, accidentally being seated in the same table at a restaurant, or falling on top of each other. I think I got this wrong the first time, and I'm thinking I got it wrong again. Oh, no, I got it! Yeah, I thought it was like something silly. So Goofy misremembers how he and Donald and Goofy first met, and apparently he thinks they were fighting over a sweater at a sale. So I definitely biffed that the first time, but I got some redemption. Yeah, we are now, in fact, in June, so we're in the summer now. KH1 themed Disney Trivia by Ali, number 68. How many lost boys are there in Peter Pan, not counting Peter himself? 4, 6, 8, or 10? Bum, 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 bum. I think I got this. Yeah, 6. So you only see 2 in Birth by Sleep, Slightly and Cubby. But then there's also the twins, so that's 4. And then I think there's a little baby one I don't remember the name of. And then there's a 6th one that I also don't remember the name of. Let me see. I'll give you the names of the Lost Boys. Lost Boys, Peter Pan, 1953. It is Slightly is the fox, Cubby is the bear, Nibs is the rabbit, doesn't talk very much. The twins are, what are they? Squirrels? No, raccoons. And Toodles is the little baby who does not speak at all, and he is a skunk. There you go. That's the 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I was just making sure that was correct. I saw a picture of him. There you go. Thank you, PJ. All right. Moving on to Where is Sora? KH1 edition by Ramsam, number 69. Where in the world is Sora? The High Tower, the Grand Hall, the Entrance Hall, or the Library? Which of these Hollow Bastion rooms in KH1? Their names are just twin. I believe... I think we actually looked this up the first time, now that I'm looking at this page. Apparently the twins do not have names in the movie, but in the books their names are revealed to be Marmaduke and Binky, but it is not known which name belongs to who. There you go. Yes, it is the Entrance Hall. He's on the upper level here, where one of the emblem pieces will appear. The Grand Hall being the one where you fight Riku Ansem. There you go, keynote KH1 question. Let's see. We are now on Dream Eater Trivia by Komori. Number 70. I'll do the leaderboard next. How many craftable Dream Eaters can be spirits? What? 3, 5, 7, or 8. I don't understand this. Yo, Jack Future VA. What's going on? How many craftable Dream Eaters can... Is Komori still here? I don't remember what this means. Ooh, I got it, though. I said 8. How many craftable Dream Eaters can be spirits? Aren't all of the, Oh, how many... There's supposed to be an only? How many craftable Dream Eaters can only be spirits? Oh, okay. As in, like, there are no nightmare variants of them? Probably. That's probably what it is. Yeah, it's probably missing an operative word there. What's up, Ademonator? Sorry about stumbling all the way through that. Yeah, can only be spirits. That makes sense. That makes sense. No worries. Vodka invented Kahoot and is losing. Alright, moving on to... Where are we? KH General Trivia Proud Mode by Shiverburn. No worries. That's okay, Blitz. It's a lot of questions. 71. How many members of Org 14 have been struck down by the time KH2 begins? I said 14, not 13. 5, 4, 6, or 7.
Let's find our next victim.
Yo, the KH1 mod. Oh, interesting. Oh, I'm sorry, Jack. You DM'd me, didn't you? I'm now recognizing the name. 6. Damn it, I said 7. I was like, I know it's 6 or 7. I'm just going to assume it's 7. But before 2 begins, I probably counted Axel because I'm thinking a chain of memories. So, but he survives, obviously. So Vexen, Lexius, Zexion, Marluxia, Larxene, and Xion, I guess. I guess we're not counting Roxas as being struck down. So, I mean, he wasn't. He assimilated. So, what can you do? All right, moving on. Oh, sorry, I meant to say Buffoon in first, me in second, Just James in third, Daybreak in fourth, and Keynote in fifth. All right, number 72. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say. Which pair of organ members have never been hooded? Oh, that was... Who's never been hooded? Marluxia and Lexius, Zexion and Larxene, Axel and Lexius, or Axel and Vexen. Right, yeah, Roxas is, in fact... Oh, yeah, you're right. At the start of it, he's fine, obviously. You play as him in the beginning. Yeah, duh! Yes, Zexion and Larxene. The first time you see them, they are unhooded because they are with their conspirators. in Castle Oblivion. Axel does have the hood up briefly before meeting Sora. And Marluxia is hooded for, that whole first part of the game. There you go. All right. That was KH General Trivia Critical Mode by Shiverburn, I forgot to say. This next one is the regular Pat Kahoot by the Cartoon Buffoon. 73. What was the first Kahoot where regular Pat played but did not show up on the leaderboard? I believe... BBS Trivia, KH3 Trivia, Days Trivia, or KH2 Trivia? Great pick, yeah. I believe that is before I talk about Cinderella 2 in the Sheepcool video. Yeah, you would think it was the Days one, but we did the mainline trio before we got to Days. And somehow I did not place on the KH3 Trivia, even though I did place on the KH2. Go figure. Pretty bizarre. Alright. Moving on to KH Limits and Abilities Trivia by Superhuai. 74. And KH 0.2, Aqua gains access to a Prism Range shot lock by... Oh, man, I don't know. I feel like I got this one wrong. Defeating her Phantom and escaping the world within, finding one of the missing clock gears, defeating the first Demon Tower boss fight, or reaching the tutorial in the second mob battle. Bum, 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 bum. Cinderella 2 probably did get too much hate. Ooh, I got lucky. Total guess on my part there. Get everything else wrong so I can win, please. You got it, Baka. That's the least I can do. Next up is, speaking of Vodka, Days Mission Mode Trivia by Vodka. 75. 3/4 of the way there. I think we all need a vacation. What number is the mission? Vacation. 20. Vacation is not available on mission mode. 13 or 37. I believe I got this one right the first time, so I should get it right again. I mean, we're in pretty recent memory. We're on June 18th now. Vodka knows this. She made it. You played 0.2 blindfolded yesterday, Keynote? Why? How did you do, by the way? Yeah, 37. I think I did get it, because it's just, the other ones are too early to be, Vacation. Vacation's kind of, delayed in terms of the story. Alright. Moving on to, another Vodka one, Zexion Trivia. 76. Canonically, when does Vexen help save Ienzo in BBS? Oh, oh, I think I got this wrong last time. Bum, 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 bum. After Ventus tells Aqua she's awful, after Ventus beats up... Okay, that was the one. I took a long time to answer that. I was between red and blue. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, he runs into the square twice. I think, yeah, before. He first... No. He definitely beats up Lee after Ienzo, right? But that's not... I don't know when what happens, to be honest. The BBS timeline has never been clear in my head. After the halfway mark, okay. You're awful, Aqua. So now you know the truth. Alright, next up is KH Song Lyric Trivia by KT Bean. He beats up Lee after meeting up with Terra. Okay, that makes sense. There you go. 77. Complete the lyric from Face My Fears. Blank, soon have nothing to. What? All, lose, fear, or take. This is the song I'm least familiar with in terms of the lyrics. Blank, soon have nothing to... Oh, it's gotta be, fucking, this one. Lose. Yeah, lose, soon have nothing to, because it's all backwards, forwards. Yeah, all lose, fear, take, yeah. Don't open, dead inside. Don't dead open inside. Yeah, because it's weird. Also, yeah, rip that ice cream. Okay, moving on to... Fantastic Keyblades and Where to Find Them by Lemonhead VGM for number 78. If I'm looking for a Keyblade in KH3 which gives me a Grand Magic ability, completing which world does not give me one? What will not give a Grand Magic? The Caribbean, Kingdom of Corona. All of these worlds give a Keyblade with Grand Magic or Arendelle. Bum, 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 bum. Did I get this one wrong the first time? Yeah, you know what? I got it wrong the first time because you would have thought that it would give you Blazaza, but it in fact does not. So Arendelle, yeah. There you go. I think I learned from my mistakes that time. Okay, moving on to the Quarry trivia by Just James about the Quarry. 79. Which playable character has the most chances to die? Did I get this one wrong? Dylan, Caitlin, Jacob, or Emma? I think I got it wrong, but I might remember the right answer. It's time for Hail Mary, yeah. We did, in fact, have a Quarry about, or a Kahoot about the Quarry. A Quarry about the Kahoot. Yeah, Caitlin. She made a very long way in my game, but apparently she has a ton of different ways to die throughout the story. So, pop, peanut butter pops, pop them in your mouth. Yeah. Didn't like 10 people play that one? Yeah, I think so. All right, moving on to KH Disney Parks Trivia by CK the Punslinger. Number 80, I'll do the leaderboard next. Toy Story Mania can best be described as what? A live show, a carousel, a shooting dark ride, or an indoor roller coaster? Toy Story Mania. God, that was a huge deal last time I went to Disney. It probably still is, but it was like the big shit last time I was there, which was like early 2010s, I think, 2012, 13. Stream on Friday today because I was out of town yesterday. We're just doing the Kahoot today. Yeah, Shooting Dark Ride. It's basically like if you've been on Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger Spin, which is kind of like the sort of spiritual precursor. It's very similar to that, but better. You know, way more fun, way more responsive. But I did. What, you think that the Buzz Lightyear ride is actually better? I mean, I love the Buzz Lightyear ride as a kid, for sure. All right, next up is Drive Forms Trivia by Chain. Bum, bum, ba-da-ba-dum, bum. Yeah, it's basically like you're in a little cart thing, 2 guns, and you pull a thing to shoot at screens with to get points and stuff. It's very neat. You could probably look it up. I think there's a channel with all the different Disney rides. 81. Which drive form was added to Cage 2 FM that wasn't present in Cage 2? Limit, Wisdom, Valor, or Final? Pretty forgiving one from the Chain drive form trivia. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Yes, in fact, limit form was not in the original. In 2FM, you get it right. When do you get it in 2FM? It's like right before Master, isn't it? It's like during Hollow Bastion, Battle of a Thousand Heartless, is it not? Where do you get it? I was going to say, confidently thinking I knew, but Master is after you meet Mickey. Where's Limit? Why can't I remember? Someone tell me before I move on. I'll move on to the scores, but the scores are Buffoon in first, me in second, Just James in third, Daybreak in fourth, and Bean in fifth. Before the Thousand Heartless fight, because you can level it up with their... Okay. And Twilight Town pre-HB. Okay, there you go. Thank you. So that's actually, you get it before Master then, in that case. Next up is the Disney Cheap Cool video trivia by What's Up Carl, number 82. Who hates prunes? I believe it would be Gus hates prunes. A lot of the questions in the Cheap Cool one were joke questions. I also hate prunes, but I'm not an answer, so yeah, Gus hates prunes. Gus hates prunes. For all the real ones out there, great question. Moving on to Sykes Trivia by Gabaka. 83. Which game can you not fight Sykes in? You can fight Sykes in every game he appears in, except BBS and Recoded, Union Cross, Dream Drop Distance, or Days. Sorry, CX. Great selfie, yeah. Yes, it is in fact Dream Drop Distance. He appears in the game towards the end in the new round room, but you cannot fight him. He's the last boss before Riku in Days, right? Was it Shion, then Sykes, then Riku? Is that the order in Days? We'll see probably on Tuesday. Union Cross, he appeared as a sort of guest appearance, a guest boss for an event, probably in July, right? I think that's how it worked. Moving on to KH General Trivia Beginner Mode by Shiverburn, number 84. Which trio consists of Terra, Ventus, and Aqua? the Sea Salt Trio, the Destiny Trio, the Wayfinder Trio, or who are these people? What could it be? Oh, Syx, then Shion, then Riku. Okay. Yes, Wayfinder Trio. There you go. All right, moving on to KH General Trivia Standard Mode by Shiverburn as well. 85. Which of these KH1 enemies reappeared in KH2? The Black Ballad, the Dark Balls, the Green Requiem, or the Air Pirates? Pictured here is the Pink Agaricus from 1FM. Yes, the Air Pirates do in fact reappear in Port Royal. These three do not show up again. Dark Balls will show up in BBS, but I think these are one and dones. Green Requiems are probably in Union Cross, and possibly Dark Balls as well. I'm not sure. It's not canon, you know, so, yeah. There you go. Next up is KH2's theme to Disney Trivia by Ali. 86. Which of these ships was not seen in the first Pirates movie? Flying Dutchman, the Interceptor, Black Pearl, or the HMS Dauntless? Now these ones are feeling like just yesterday. We were in the middle of July at this point. Yes, the Dutchman is Davy Jones' ship, and Davy Jones is not a part of the first movie. Bye, Keynote. Drop to 7th. All right, number 87. Oh, sorry, it's multiplayer. No. BBS commands. Which of these commands did Terranort not use in his battle against the Lingering Well? He does not use. He doesn't use Ultimate Cannon, Sonic Impact, Meteor Crash, or Counter Hammer. I remember I got this one wrong, but I was corrected, and I think I should be good now. By the way, this is BBS commands by Ventus Rocks. Yes, Meteor Crash. Because I was like, he definitely uses a Meteor move, but it's not Meteor Crash. It's like just Meteor, I think. So there you go. He uses all these other ones. All right, moving on to... Now it's KH Multiplayer Trivia by SKB99 for 88. Which of these enemies was a raid boss in Union Cross? Demon Tower, Assault Rider, Guard Armor, or a Ground Shaker? Meteor Crash doesn't even have meteor effects in BBS? Well, I sure am a big dumb idiot. Oh, I fucked it. Yeah, Guard Armor is definitely a raid boss. The Demon Tide might be one, but not the Tower. Assault Rider is just a regular KH2 enemy. Ground Shaker is a KH2 Pride Lands boss. There you go. Union Cross, you would have thought I get it right. Bean Rise is up there. And we have Regular Pack Trivia Part 4 by Mr. Shiverburn. 89. What's my favorite band? Gorillas, the Monkees, the Beatles, or Eagles? It's giving it to you here. It's really giving it to you. Oh, yes, they're my favorite too. Rip Cake. Cake's up there. Cake is number 3. It's Gorillas, then the Strokes, I think. I don't know. Cake and the Strokes are, like, tied for me. That's my top 3, though. There you go. And we're at number 90 now. So Buffoon in first, me in second, Just James in third, Bean in fourth, and Daybreak in fifth. You know what? Yeah, that calls for a cake. Cake.
Cake.
Oh.
Cake. Cake.
And
Fruit cake.
Happy Holidays. Number 90. What is on the lower part of the Land of the Dragons world icon? This is World Icons trivia. The Destroyed Village, Mulan's Ancestral Altar, the Emperor's Throne, or the Bamboo Thicket. This is KH World Icons trivia by Rachel Penn. Boom, boom. Yeah, I got this one right by a lucky guess last time, and if I recall, yep, it is the Mulan's Ancestral Altar at the bottom of the world icon there. All right, we've got, and these are all recent memory now. This is all within a month ago. KH Days Manga trivia by Just James, 91. Which of these 4 members does not use Syx's computer without his permission in the Days manga? Who does not use his computer without permission? Who doesn't do it? Zigbar, Demix, Shion, or Zaldin? I really wonder who is daring enough to access my personal computer. Oh, fuck! I think I made the same mistake last time. I said Zaldin, because I just expected he would be more respecting of someone's private property. But it is Zigbar. Damn it! I knew it! I knew I should have gone for it. Shit. All right. Next up is thank you Epic Games. I don't care. I don't care what's free this week. What's up next? KH Limits and Abilities Trivia Part 2 by Superhuai 92. In KH3 Remind, the following is not something Kyrie can use while playable. Oh, it was which one's not real? Light Bloom, 7 Wishes, Heart of a Princess, or 1 Heart. Hey, want to suffer together? Yes, Light Bloom. I think I got it wrong last time, but I was corrected. I think I might have said Heart of a Princess last time. But it is Light Bloom. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. Next up is KH Synthesis Trivia Part 1, also by Captain Blitz, who made this very Kahoot. KH1FM, what is Goofy's ultimate synthesis weapon? Save the King, Storm Anchor, Dream Shield, or 7 Elements? Bum, bum, bum. It's Blitzception, baby! That's right. Yeah, 7 Elements. Every time we run this question, it's probably the 3rd or 4th time we've had some variant of this question. Save the King always wins. It's not the ultimate synthesis in KH1FM. That is in KH2. In KH1, you get Save the King through the Hades time trial. Moving on, KH Synthesis Trivia Part 2 by Lemonhead VGM, who is in the chat with us right now. 94. In KH1, 3 of these Heartless can drop a Fire Gem, which does not. Fat Bandit, White Mushroom, Red Nocturne, or Bandit. Bow. I nearly fucked up myself. Yes, the Red Nocturne. Red Nocturne will drop Fire Shards, which is the lowest synthesis type. Fat Bandits will drop it, and then the White Mushrooms can get it if you do the Fire Charade on them. Okay, next up is KH1 What Happens First Trivia by Ramsam from August 4th, 95. Which happens first? Party meets Leon, Yuffie, and Aerith at Hollow Bastion. The Platinum match is unlocked in Olympus Coliseum. Kyrie gives Sora her lucky charm, or Belle and the Beast reunite. We just did this one not too long ago. Yes, Kyrie gives Sora lucky charm. That's after he gets brought back from being a Heartless. They meet in the waterway. Then Belle and the Beast reunite if you're making your way up the castle. Then you'll run into the party after you seal the keyhole. And then the Platinum match is unlocked. Alright, moving on to KH Meme Review Trivia by Kingdom's Oracle, 96. According to a popular KH1 meme, Sephi is so awesome, they do what? Kiss his wing, die on his blade, chant his name, or fill the stadium. What do the omnipotent they do? We just did this. Bow, bow. Yes, they chant his name, Sephiroth. Next up is AI-generated Kingdom Hearts Beginner Mode by God Baka, which we did on Tuesday. Yo, it's the Fruit Tune, the Grapefruit Tune even. Number 97. Who is this? Is that Korra, Aqua, Saix, or Ariel? It's like it was just 3 days ago. Great art. Yes, that is Aqua indeed. Plain as day. Alright, next up, AI-generated Kingdom Hearts Standard Mode by God Baka. 98. What Disney character is this? And somehow it's not Meg. I still can't believe that it's not Meg. But it's either Wendy, Anna, Jane, or Belle. Wow. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, Blitz actually had other questions as placeholders before we did the triple feature on Tuesday. That is, in fact, Anna. She's got the pinkish dress and the darker hair there. All right, and our last one before Blitz's 100th question is the Utada Hikaru Trivia by Frosty. The last Kahoot we played before this one, 99. Why are there only 4 unique Kingdom Hearts Utada songs? They were making music for other video games, didn't like the way the series was progressing, had a falling out with Yoko Shimomura, or contract disputes with Square Enix. No Kingdom Hearts music. Bum, 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 bum. You know, Dan Bop, are you aware my sister has an Etsy shop with a bunch of KH cross-stitch patterns? I should show you that. Yes, contract disputes with Square, as we went over back on Tuesday. All right, here we are. Our final leaderboard before going into the last question. In addition to being on a hiatus from songwriting, they also claimed they were not paid enough for their work on Akari / Simply Clean and Passion / Sanctuary. Thank you, Frosty. Frosty had that one ready. All right, yeah, Buffoon in first, then me, then Just James, then Bean, and then the great Fruitoon. And our final question, the Captain Blitz original, the 100th question. What was Captain Blitz listening to when making this monstrosity? Credit to everyone I stole questions from. Let's see. Game Theory, FNAF videos, Xenoblade Chronicles 1 OST, game is good, please play. It has to be this way on loop or old regular patch streams. I really hope it's not the green one. I went with the one that I think would be the best thing to listen to. Yeah, actually, I went with Xenoblade, because everyone says it's such a good OST, so... you could only take so many old regular patch streams while making the 100 question Kahoot. There you go. Disney was the culprit in the contract disputes? Interesting. Well, it was either, it was the powers that be is what matters. Okay, here we go, folks. That was our 100 question Kahoot, and I think we know the results. Let's see here. In third place, 79 out of 100 for Just James. In second place, 84 out of 100, it's me. And our Kahoot champion, also 84 out of 100, but just a bit faster. It is our reigning Kahoot champion, the Cartoon Buffoon, taking home double points today. Fourth place for Bean, and fifth place for the Great Fruitoon. So Buffoon will get 10 points. I'll give myself 8, even though it doesn't really matter. Just James will get 6. I already forgot who got 4th, I'm sorry. Bean will get 4, and Fruitoon will get 2 on the overall spreadsheet. Wow, look at that. What are the results going to be? I mean, considering they're all questions we've seen before, I'm going to say like 52%. 34. I guess I was a little too kind. So just about half of them were difficult. That's pretty fun. The toughest one was this one, which I did get wrong. Only 4 people got that Halloween Town room one from the Odd One Out. I did get that one, though. Well, look at that. I got that one wrong as well. Yo, Captain Blitz, thank you so much for making this for us. That is such an undertaking. And just thank you to everybody who has not only made the Kahoots, but participated in them, especially Vodka for kicking off the craze back in January. If you could believe it, January 9th was the first time we did this, and now we're on 100, thanks to a couple of double and triple features, Wow, look at that. So that'll be it for today's stream. Today was just going to be a make up for not playing anything yesterday. And God, that was an hour and 40 minutes or so just for that. So now we know how long a 100 question Kahoot takes for future reference when we do the regular Pat Top 200. Which we probably won't do. We'll probably just do 100 about the last 100. What's next on the schedule though? Because this is not the end of the Kahoot era. This is just the end of one chapter. I believe our next one will be Donald Duck Trivia by Barnabas on Saturday at 4, which is tomorrow. I still don't know what I'm doing. I might be going back to Epic Mickey. That'll be what I do if I don't come up with anything else. Yo, what's going on? Hey, Frosty, thank you for gifting 5 subs there to...
All yours, Frosty.
All yours, Frosty. EK Novel, Shawalea, Cools Guy 17. They call me Dr. Worm? Yeah. Fruit by the Foots. Thank you so much, Frosty. That's going to be 410 total by the Icon Frosty. Smash Ultimate Arena lobbies? It's been a minute since I played Smash. It's possible. Xenoblade. See, the thing is with Saturdays is that I feel like it needs to be a game that I can kind of get done in a couple of streams. I feel like I could do a Kingdom Hearts game on Saturday. But I think for something that's going to be really long, it needs to be a Tuesday, Thursday, so I get 2 chunks of it a week. Oh hey, thank you, Everkey, for the 10 money there. Congrats on a Hundy Kahoots funny trivia, man. Thank you so much, Everkey. That is so kind. I could get Epic Mickey done if I'd play it, which I was doing. I just got caught up with the randomizer, all the hype there. A Short Hike? I haven't played that yet, Otto. Otto gifted me a Short Hike on Steam. I could probably get that done in one stream, right? If it's a short hike. Yeah, here's to the next 100, and now I may continue. You're right. Tentatively, Epic Mickey tomorrow. I doubt I'll come up with any ideas before then, so, yeah, that'll be our plan. What else is on the schedule right now? Which I think I probably have to update. I would assume that we're going to beat Days on Tuesday, actually, because we just did Ruler of the Skies. That was our last mission. Does anyone know? Can I beat Ruler, or can I beat Days? And it might be a longer stream, I think Keynote said.
This should help.
So definitely by the end of Thursday. Oh, wow. Barty, thank you for another 5 gift subs, 36 total. For Yo Dizzle, Rose Rion, T Joe 23, Sea Salt Lover 8, and Erica Lou. Barty 36 total. I apologize. Thank you so much, Barty. Come back in December when I have to make a 100-question Kahoot about Kahoots 101 to 199. That's right. So will we keep doing the hell that is Dream Drop? Yeah, we will. That might even be what we do when Days is done. We could be playing Dream Drop as soon as Thursday. Or we could do 0.2. I do want to play Coded as well at some point on stream. I mean, I'm running out of Cage games to play for the first time on stream. It's really just Coded, 0.2. I've never played Melmem, but I don't really know if I'm going to play through the campaign of that. Maybe with some kind of stipulation to make it fun. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I guess GBA Com. And Nachos, thank you for gifting a sub to our Kahoot Maker of the Day, Captain Blitz. That's the least Blitz deserves after this ordeal. And might I request MGS4 Big Boss Rank? Big Boss Rank as in like... Oh, like playing it? Yeah, because that's like the hardest difficulty, isn't it? Play UX on stream? You can't. It's not a real video game anymore. More feet gaming? Yeah. A super huge challenge to play KH1. Wait for it. With your feet! Now that seems like crazy talk. I don't think anybody would watch that. I could play Melman with my feet, though. I know Whale did it. KH2 with feet. MGR Rising, I've never played that. Asking Nintendo if they can release GBA app to play KH Com. Isn't Com coming to Switch? I said play UX on stream! No, I've played Melmem Daybreak, just not on stream before. I quite like Melmem. I played it a decent amount, actually. Am I excited for the finale of Dark Road in 2 weeks? I'm aware of it. We'll say that. Listen, it's going to be some new KH story stuff, so I'm as excited for that as one probably could be. That's not true, because I know like Otto is for sure more excited than I am, so I would love to do a Nuzlocke at some point as well. If I do it like on a legit GBA, I could probably do that in a faster way than normal. So, play DR without having fun, impossible challenge. That's an idea. Yeah. Yeah. I never played. I played the first 4 Metal Gears, and then I never did. I never got through 5. Hell yeah, bitch. I never played Rising. Hello, Bob Kevin. Welcome. Nice to have you. Kafoot. Yeah, I answer all the questions with my feet, and I get last. Thoughts on Toddler Nort? I just think it's ridiculous. I don't know what the fascination is with Xehanort. Like, I think he's a fun villain. Like, he's a good villain. I don't think he's a great villain. I don't know who asked for all of this. I think the thing with Dark Road is, like, nobody asked for it. Nobody wanted it. But, you're not going to say no to getting more information, I guess, right? I have no real... like substantial thoughts about like what it all means, to be honest. Who's in the blue robe? I've seen, I think it was Lance who kind of suggested that it was Ava, which I think could be interesting. I don't know if that lines up timeline wise. I think it would be somebody that we already know though, right? But like my thing with Xehanort, right, is that Pat's speculating. I would hope not. I mean, I'm really not even well equipped to do it because I hardly have even consumed the stories. PJ hates that. PJ hates that it's Ava. Yeah. Listen, I'm not saying it is. I just saw Lance suggest that it was. The thing with Xehanort is that, like, it's the end of, like... 3 was supposed to be the end of his whole saga, you know? And I just don't... I don't really see the fascination, or I don't really feel the intrigue of, like, knowing more about him after... Like, he's dead, you know? And, like, he shouldn't really have that much of an impact on the story moving forward. Blue Cloak is either Sigurd or Player from Missing Link. I'm sure of it. I don't see any problems with that either, to be honest. I think it being Ava probably doesn't make as much sense as that, because I think timeline-wise, Xehanort is probably a little too young. Sigurd is the person that greets Brain when he wakes up in the darker Scala at the end of Union Cross. Yeah, watch Damo's Union Cross videos if you want to get caught up on all that. The Player from Missing Link. See, the thing with, like... I hate the player stuff, to be honest. I wish that it had no impact on the story. I wish the player was just kind of an uninvolved bystander, which I'm guessing a lot of people probably would hate the most. Yeah, I think I did actually speculate that Sigurd could be one of the potential people narrating the KH4 trailer. I think I said it was either Well, I didn't know what the voices were at the time, but if it's a new voice, then there's no way it's not Sigurd, you know? Yeah, so that makes sense. Player is just the character that you play as in Union Cross. Like, it's literally your avatar. It's not potential, it's confirmed. Oh, okay, I had no idea if it was actually confirmed, but I do remember thinking at the time, I think I say in the video that I released the day the trailer came out, that if this is a new voice, it has to be Sigurd. But yeah, I hated that the player was like mostly a bystander in Cucks. Like, I wish they were only a bystander. The fact that like there's any inkling of the idea that the player like ends up turning into Xehanort is just like, I just don't like it. I'm not saying it's even bad storytelling. I just personally like don't like the idea that like this character that really doesn't actually have a name. Like, I wish there was a more formal sounding and like less variable sort of thing than player, as what we call the character from Union Cross. Determinate, like it's too determinate of an identity for me for it to be like a super important part of the story. No, Xehanort is the player would be the more I mean, we don't even know that though. Like, we don't entirely know what happens at the end of Union Cross. It seems like the player is reborn into Xehanort, or is a part of Xehanort, or influences the path that Xehanort takes somehow. I agree. They have so many original new characters you could play as in UX. Like, imagine if you play as Streletsy only to die towards the end. It would have been so cool. I agree. Like, I wish that one of the Union Cross characters was just like who you played as. Like, whether it's, even if it's Ven, you know, you would have to kind of obviously move some stuff around because Ven is not there for like the first chunk of that story. But yeah, even, you know, Ephemer. I mean, playing as Ephemer would have made a ton of sense, right? Like, would it not have just worked fine? Even like Ephemer reincarnating as Xehanort, like, I'm way more comfortable with that. So does the player screw with DDD lore or something? I wouldn't say screw with. I would say that it casts a new light on DDD stuff, and that the key kids. I mean, actually, the player is the one that screws with the DDD lore the least, I would think. But we find out that like the Dream Eaters are reincarnated, or, you know, maybe not reincarnated is the best word, but like changed or transformed key kids. You sent a dumb meme video. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I did see that, Shiverburn. I've had a busy last couple of days, which I think somebody asked me. I have in fact eaten. I did get a good night's sleep, thank you, Jungle Wine, and I did have a good trip. I was visiting my girlfriend. She's about 2-ish hours away from me, so it's a bit of a drive, but I had a great time, as I always do with her, because she's lovely. So, and she's gonna watch this and be like, "You fucking dork," but it's true. She's working right now, so she'll see this later. We just doing a Q&A right now? I mean, I'm fine with that. But, you know, in terms of Dark Road, I'll try to stream it and watch it with you all if you're interested in sharing that with me, that experience. I don't know when it's coming out in terms of like the time of day. I just know it's the 26th, so I don't really know what the logistics are going to look like with that. But if I can't do it, don't worry. Damon will probably do it, and you can go watch him watch it. So, if I can't do it, I'll definitely watch him watch it. So, yeah, I'm nursing that Pepsi. I really am. Well, when you only have like so many drinks available on hand before you start streaming, you need to like ration it before you run out and have to go take a break. You know. What random non-cage trivia would you be interested in a Kahoot about? Well, Shiverburn has a Kahoot on just random fun facts. Which we'll do as a double feature at some point. Non-cage trivia. What do I know a lot about? Survivor. If there was a Survivor Kahoot, I'd probably do pretty well. Gorillas, The Strokes. Those are like my main interests that I could probably answer a lot of questions about. So, all right. Well, I think we'll probably wrap it up unless anybody has any other questions or just conversation topics. Dan Bob's cat. I would love a Kahoot all about Dan Bob's cat. I think I'd probably do pretty poorly. All right. Let me grab my links here. Also, I wanted to say, so Donald Duck Trivia will be tomorrow, Saturday, 4 p.m. before, tentatively, Epic Mickey, the return of Epic Michael. Cloud Trivia by Lemonhead VGM will be... that'll happen on Tuesday regardless of what happens with days, because that'll be before we get into that. And then potentially, I won't schedule out anything beyond that, but I would assume that we might be playing the Days Game versus Movie Trivia by Vodka on Thursday. So that'll be what we assume will happen if we get through Days on Tuesday. If not, then it'll be that on Saturday. Dream Drop Princess of Heart trivia by Henwen. Dream Drop Distance trivia by Jump. Marluxia trivia by Buffoon. Cage Last Words trivia by Ramsam, which I'm interested in. Axel trivia by Vodka. Summons trivia, also by Captain Blitz. And then we have our double features. One day we'll get to that Persona 5 one, once I figure out the best time to do that. And random fun facts by Mr. Shiverburn. Hi, Allie. What's going on? Yeah, in August we have to play the Axel Kahoot. Yeah, it is Axel month, so we'll definitely get to it. We should, right? It might be towards the end, but we should get to it. Might be on the cusp there. I can bump it if we need to, bump it up. Okay. Well, folks, thank you again for joining me today for this makeup stream. Here's my Twitter, here's my Discord, and here is the regular Pat Patreon. A couple bucks a month, you can help me produce this content and have food to eat. So I have the energy to stream, etc. So, oh, by the way, we were talking about my car troubles. Thankfully, my car, only the transmission lines seem to be fucked. So that was like $600, but it could have been like $3 to $4 grand to replace the transmission. So fingers crossed. I've only drove it a couple times since I got it fixed, and only for short distances. But I did not have any issues with it, so I might not have to get a new car. A lot of people want new cars. I will drive my 2008 Ford Escape until the wheels fall off, literally. A couple bunks a month, that too.
What a load of
For a couple bunks a month, you can help me produce content. Speaking of which, watch out for the Novel versus KH1 game video. Hopefully you want to have that out soonish, in August. You can't imagine me in a car? Well, imagine it, Otto. In fact, I gotta get my third license, my third picture for my renewed license in October. Crazy. I got my first one when I was 18. Alright, we're just bullshitting now. Folks, thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. I was thinking on my drive home how lucky I am to have the life that I have now. I never could have imagined being as happy as I am, even 2-3 years ago. So, and you all are a huge part of that. So I really do appreciate you all being here with me. Let's see. Looks like Cage Guides is playing KH1, and he's in End of the World. So let's go say hi to Guides. Guides was one of the organizers of the KH20 event back in March. So toss a Jabib, give Guides a follow. He makes great stuff. And I'll pet the Presto before I leave. I'll see you all tomorrow for Epic Mickey, I guess. We'll see what happens. Until then, be safe, be kind, be courteous. Love you all, and goodbye. Raid now. Wait. Raid. Do the raid. Come on, where's my mouse? Well, this is awkward. I lost my mouse. I can't see it. Hello? I gotta raid. Jesus Christ, I gotta Control-Delete to get my cursor back. Alright, here we go. Raiding. Goodbye. Have a good one.